Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 9 of the NFL.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers. Right to the air is Rodgers.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And the totals for Sammy Watkins in last week's game:
7 catches, 90 yards.
And he leads the NFL in receiving yards as we come down the home stretch. Weather may be changing across the country, but his consistency remains the same.
On second down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They're led out by the 4th-year man out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
2nd and 6. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Jones. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Throwing Jones.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 catches, 136 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have...
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, That's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
The Lions at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind. And the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Rodgers. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Julian Okwara in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 1st down, Jones.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
75 yards.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
They'll run wide side with Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That one thrown away from the pocket. officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Operating from the gun, Jones.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. Rodgers now on 1st down.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. On 1st down, Rodgers.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Bullett's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Back to throw again. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range down at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
So here are the Lions to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Jones. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return is Williams.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage?
Jones hit and the ball's out.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Preston Smith, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Rodgers now to throw. Open man, here is Cobb. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Bullock's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Jones on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Looking to throw. Jones. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. A give to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down.
He's got this, complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Once again, it's Swift.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And look at this. It's a fake. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Rodgers to throw once more. Again, that's Watkins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The give is to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
42 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
K.J. Osborne,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense set to take over. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Chark.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And taken down just shy of the 40. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Throwing Jones.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now Jones. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Kenny Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Powering forward. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw, Rodgers.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Second and 11.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Green Bay, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.